Suppose you wish to produce a confidence interval for estimating the mean of a population and the population standard deviation is known. So we're going to generate a list of data from a normal population with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1, and we can find the confidence interval by following these key sequences. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and generate a list of random numbers taken from a normal density to facilitate the construction of the interval. Alright, now that we have our data list, we may construct the interval. If you actually have a list of data, you would obviously input that information in. So we go under Stat, we go over to Tests, and we choose the Zinterval command. I'll scroll down to this option. We hit Enter. Now the Zinterval command is set up to allow a data list or statistics to be entered. Since we have a list of data, we shall select the data option. And then we scroll down to the standard deviation. The population standard deviation is what the program is asking for. Now in order to use this particular command, this information must be known. I generated a list of random numbers from a random number generator using a standard normal density. So the standard deviation of the population is assumed to be 1 in my example. If you are dealing with your own example, you will input what the population standard deviation is in this particular spot. So we'll go ahead and put 1 in, and then we'll scroll down. At this particular point, we're going to enter in which list our data is stored. In our case, it's in list 1. And at this particular point, it's asking for the frequency. The frequency of each of our data values is 1, so we'll just leave it at the default at 1. The C level is the confidence level, and we shall go ahead and set the confidence to be 95%. And now we shall run the program and have the calculator calculate this information. And what we see here is we see the confidence interval, and this interval has a lower endpoint at negative 0.5031 and an upper endpoint at 0.21259 approximately. The next value listed is the sample mean from our list. That is the X bar, which is estimated to be about negative 0.145. The next value is the sample standard deviation from the list, and according to this calculation, it is approximately 0.986. And n equal 30 is the sample size, the number of entries in our data list. And this is how the Zinterval command works on a TI-8384 calculator.